accept from yourself is that you have talent. And when I ask that, you have to say you have talent, that you're talented, that you can have that confidence. It's not a boastful sensibility. It's a quiet confidence. And you have to own that and not stand on false pretense that, oh, well, no, I don't want to. I did for years. It was like, oh, you were really good. Oh, no, I don't, and I got tired of that. And it wasted a lot of energy. And at some point, I just said, I'm not going to resist a compliment anymore. So when someone said, hey, you were really good, all of a sudden I said, oh, thank you. It saved me a tremendous amount of energy, and it was appreciative. And it didn't force, when you deny someone their feelings, which I was doing. Oh, you were really good. No, I wasn't. What does it do? It makes the other person get, no, you were really, it makes them work again. And it's like, what are we doing? What's this game? So you have to have confidence that you are good. I know that when I was going through my years and years and years of one class after another, if I became the best actor in that class, and it's not a boast, it's an honest assessment, just assess your ability and how you relate to the other actors in your class. If you become the best actor in your class, leave the class. You got to find a class where you're on the bottom rung. And so you always have something to strive for. It's like when you want to improve tennis, you don't play with someone who's not as good as you. You have to play with someone who's better. It's the same principle. So keep working, keep putting yourself on that lower ladder so that you continually go to work. Now, the one last thing I'll say about this, and I'll get off because I know we're not filled with actors, is the audition process. I used to think that an audition was a job interview. It is not. As an actor, you're going on scores of auditions. If you think that you really should get everything that you go on, you're going to set yourself up for disappointment. And I think that has a long-range negative effect. That every time you, I want to get this job, I really want that job, I want it, you're setting an attachment on some outcome that is beyond your work. So I had a perception change about 25 years ago. And when I adapted this into my life, it changed my professional career. I worked more than ever, and I was a happier, cleaner person. And I'll let you know what that means in a second. I used to think that it was a job interview. And if you didn't get it, it was a little chink of the armor going away. A little, oh God, I thought I was gonna get that. I would leave an audition and call my agent. What did they say? Did they like me? Did they think there any feedback? Any looking for affirmation? But we know when you do an audition, you know how you did. Be honest. And so all you want to do is leave and have a quiet moment and just see if you can re-feel it, replay it. Did you do everything that you wanted to do? If you worked hard and did, that has to be the victory. You have to go, I did it. I did everything I wanted to. I had a good day. Whatever their decision is their decision. So don't even focus any attention on it. So what the terminology you could use is that I used to think I was going there to get a job. I wasn't. I was going there to do a job. So if you can turn that a little bit and realize that every audition you go on, it's another opportunity for you to act. Just act. Focus on your work and nothing else. I started doing that and I felt great because I didn't want anything from those people. When you want or need something from someone else, you are not in control and you are giving up your power. And those are the two things that you have to retain as an actor. Now, I would go into a room and tell the caster, would you please stand up? Come over here. Yeah, come over here, stand up, turn this way. And they were thinking, what are you doing? And I go, it's my time. In my head, I didn't say that and sound belligerent, but it was my time to take that moment to try to set up the condition for me to do the best job I can. Because when I'm gone, my time is done. And that's it. So these 2 minutes mean a lot to you. The other thing I did was I kept working on a character, kept working and working on a character. You got to know that when you're going into an audition, the casting director has seen 30 guys or women, whatever the case may be, reading the same material 30 times. It's not funny anymore. It's not dramatic anymore. They're just words. There's no way to be fresh to them. So I kept working on it and working on it until I imagined that a casting director who was bored from the scene and kind of leaning on their hand when I came in, "Hi, how are you? Good to see you. You can start anytime." I imagined that if I can get them from this to that, that's all. That was my goal. Just to have them get their hands off, like, just think, that was interesting. That was different. I've never seen that in this scene. I just can't go that way. So you take chances. You take liberties. It's your time. Do anything you want. It's much more advantageous to be bold and different than to follow the track. Because a lot of actors will go, "Oh, okay, he's angry at his ex-girlfriend because she saw her old boyfriend. So he's angry at her. Okay, got it." And if you stop there, yeah, you'll do what is expected. And so will 35 other guys do what is expected. But if you then keep thinking about it, what's the little nugget? What different thing can I do? That keeps you working, it keeps you working, it keeps you working. The bottom line is that there's no substitute for the work. None. There are no shortcuts. And I don't care where you are or what position on the ladder you are as an actor, it's all about the work. How much work are you willing to do? And I knew from an early age, there's always going to be actors who are better than me, and there's always going to be actors who are not as good as me. The one thing I can control, I can outwork them all. I just don't stop working. It's like go, go, go. And it all depends on how badly you want it. How much do you want it? So forget parties, forget everything. It's all about the work. And that's the dedication, that's the sacrifice. It was easy for me to say, I didn't care about parties. I was ready to work, let's go. It's all about it. You're reading plays, you're watching films, you're going to plays, you're dissecting, you're seeing performances that you can use, you're observing people in everyday life. All that is work for an actor. So good luck.